Some questions are simple, but their answers can shake continents. Today's question: is Vladimir Putin a hero or a villain? And more importantly, what turned him into what he is today? To find the truth, we must travel through wars, secrets, bombings, betrayals, and decisions that changed millions of lives. Stay with me, because the first twist arrives sooner than you think, and it starts not in Moscow, but in Chechnya. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Russia and 15 other states became free. But Chechnya was not. This small region, nestled in the Caucasus near Turkey, was known in legends as Koh-i-Kaf, the mythical land of giants, fairies, and magicians. But in reality, it became the birthplace of a rebellion. Chechnya held a referendum. The people voted to stay with Russia. Yet their president, Dzhokhar Dudayev, declared independence anyway. 98% Muslims, 2% ethnic Russians. The heart wanted freedom. Russia refused. So Russia attacked, and Chechnya responded with jihad. Against all odds, Chechens defeated Russian tanks and proclaimed an Islamic republic. Famous Chechen leaders, Shamil Basayev, Aslan Maskadov, Ibn al-Khattab, traveled the world. Some even visited Pakistan. But every revolution creates an enemy. And this one attracted a quiet observer who would later reshape history: Vladimir Putin. Putin wasn't a national leader then. He was a city official in St. Petersburg handling wheat imports, a job already under corruption allegations. But history doesn't need heroes. It needs timing. In 1998, Putin became head of the FSB, Russia's secret service, successor of the KGB. From here, everything changed. He became close to Boris Yeltsin, a president loved once, but now sinking under alcoholism and a collapsing country. Russia had lost Chechnya. Russia had lost pride. Russia had lost power. And the public wanted someone, anyone, to bring it back. Putin saw his moment. September 1999, tall buildings in Moscow and other cities exploded. Over 300 Russians died, thousands injured. Putin blamed Chechens. He vowed revenge. He became the strong man Russians were waiting for. But here's where the story twists. Because years later, 3 separate pieces of evidence point to something else. Number 1, 2 FSB agents were caught planting the same bombs in Ryazan. They were arrested, then quietly released. The government called it a training exercise. Few believed this. Number 2, former FSB officer Alexander Litvinenko wrote a book revealing the bombings were orchestrated to bring Putin to power. He fled to London. He was poisoned through tea. Number 3, no independent investigation was ever allowed. Journalists, lawyers, investigators, those who tried to uncover the truth, died one by one. If Chechens were responsible, why no open trial? Why no transparency? This question became the shadow behind Putin's rise. Putin launched full-scale invasion. Grozny was flattened. Entire neighborhoods turned to dust. Images resembled Syria years later. He installed a pro-Russian leader, Akhmad Kadyrov. His son, Ramzan Kadyrov, rules today. By 2009, all major Chechen resistance leaders were killed. Putin had restored order, but at a cost the world rarely speaks of. His victory in Chechnya turned him from unknown prime minister to national savior, and Russians rewarded him in the 2000 election with a landslide win. Putin now knew the formula. War is equal to popularity. Annexation is equal to nationalism. Power is equal to stability. So he acted. In 2008, invaded Georgia, annexed Abkhazia and South Ossetia. In 2014, annexed Crimea. In 2015, entered Syria to support Bashar al-Assad. He tested over 200 weapons in Syria. Cities like Aleppo and Idlib turned to rubble. Thousands died, including civilians. And now, Ukraine. Putin repeated Chechnya, repeated Syria, laid siege to cities, targeted hospitals, schools, apartments. Ukraine resisted fiercely, but the pattern was undeniable. Putin expanded term limits, changed laws, eliminated opponents, kept billionaires close, ensured no successor could replace him. He became powerful, but also trapped, a prisoner of the Kremlin, ruled by the system he built. So is Putin a hero or a villain? He restored Russian pride, but through invasion. He strengthened Russia, but silenced critics. He stayed in power, but at the cost of transparency. He raised a nation, but created millions of graves. Maybe the world doesn't need heroes or villains. Maybe it needs truth, and truth is rarely simple. Thank you for watching, friends. The Masked Woman will see you in the next mystery.